Okay, part two. Sorry, I was just saying how God gives opportunity for us to repent. So essentially, I think that's what this is when I'm apologizing for my character on this channel. Even though I know some keep things real, keep it real, keep it raw. I'm authentic. I shouldn't have acted like that. Let a person say whatever they want to say. That's fine. Let a person say whatever they want to say. If they're watching you, Iniki, and they're taking sound bites and you're not happy about it, be grateful because they're watching you. Of all the channels, they choose to watch you. But in hindsight, if they're going to watch you, lead by example. And that's what my friend was telling me. Lead by example. All that drama and all that other stuff, don't do it. You want to read your verses and talk about how something happened to you and talk about this and talk about that? Do that. Uplift the Lord in the proper manner. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. And by weird, I mean that of the world. Don't stick to anyone else's level because that's what they want out of you. Don't do what pleases man or what would incite man. And by man, I mean human. But do what pleases God. And I believe that it was for me to realize God still loves me. Yes, my dress is inside out. Because my baby threw up all over my dress. And guess what? I don't have a washer and dryer in this unit. I have the connections right there. But I actually thought to use that space. I have a large shelf on top where I keep all of my Scandal plastic by them. But I decided to use that space as a pantry because what I thought was a pantry here in this kitchen was actually my AC unit. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. I don't have a washer and dryer. I got to take all my clothes to the wash house. And I'm waiting for the funds to go take my clothes to the wash house. But I'm not worried about the detergent because it's on the table at the overflow. But I know I'm getting all over the place. God has really set me up. And if God has set me up, I need to set myself up with knowing that. Set myself up? How can I say that? I need to basically essentially remain humble. I need to set myself up with knowing that I need God every day. And I set myself up with success by knowing that giving thanks, giving praise, and worshiping the very one that has done it all for me will get me further than screaming and kicking and yelling because somebody said this or because somebody said that. And they talked about Jesus and he saved us. They still talking about Jesus. In a bad way, not for those that love him. So the point is, if Jesus had to go through it, the crucifixion, the persecution, the lies, the slander, if God had to go through it, Jesus himself had to go through it. Who is Iniki? Why am I so special? What makes me omit from the ways of the world, the judgment of the world, when I know essentially it's only God that truly his opinion is truly the only thing that matters. But I was saying that my dress is turned inside out and my hair, baby, I gotta wash my hair. And only reason why I'm not really so enthusiastic about putting my hands in my head right now because I know I have to be the ones to braid it. I'm tired. And then I like mine, I'm from Atlanta, baby. I love my hair long down to my knees sometime, like a knotless. I can do box braids or knotless on myself. When I learn to do a sewing, it's over for y'all. Okay? But right now, it's only knotless and box braids. And I typically like to do knotless because it lasts longer for me. And when it gets older, as you can see, I'm naturally 4C. It starts to look more natural. Like it looks better when it gets a little more frizzier as opposed to box braids. When it's box and your natural hair grows out, you gotta take them out. And I have the baby. Like I can't do all the hair. I can't do all of that right now. But long story short, can't really say that either. Because this is part two of just me realizing like I have to really show more gratitude. I have to really show more signs of appreciation for the blessing that he's given me. And also too, what my friend reminded me of, and also another person that's very dear to me, is don't be so quick to let the enemy in a sense. Like, what's for you is for you. Things that may have happened in the past, persons that might have been, taken from me or me separated from in the past, don't be so quick to invite them in. A person that was near to me mentioned that if I would have done what I wanted to do and invite certain peoples to my house, their only intention was to come over to fight. And that was admitted on both ends, from the individual and from the person I'm speaking of, that had reminded me, like, certain things and certain people you have to just leave in the past. And I remember just coming from a good space, like, Lord, I got this beautiful home, and I'm going to get my mind situated for a bit. I'm going to try to get certain furnitures and certain things set in place, and I can't wait to bring them over, and I wonder where they are, and this and that and this and that. And it was reminded to me, like, leave sleeping, let sleeping dogs lie. Leave well enough alone. Because that very individual, or those very people, those very situations, those very circumstances, that very thing of toxic, that toxic cycle of toxicity, that cycle of toxicity, that very thing would have been to your demise and your downfall. I'm thinking I'd be opening up my door and say, come on in, and all they're looking at, like, yeah, let's see how I can destroy it. You never know a person's intentions, right? You never truly know a person's intentions. So I do live alone with my baby, and I'll have visitors, right? I just can't have anyone living here for the first 12 months. After the first 12 months, it's my place. You know what I'm saying? I can't lose my place because I'm having visitors. I'm a grown woman. It's my place. It's my home. I just can't have anyone live with me. So in those moments of not having any visitors and the quietness and the still, well, it ain't that quiet. You hear my AC, my heat, because it's cold outside. Did y'all get snow? Anyway, because it snowed again today. I sit in these moments and I'm just like, okay, it's 1 something in the morning. I know I just warmed up food. That's what that beeping is. My microwave is telling me it's been done. But I know it's not cold here. And I'm thinking about making some rice soon. I'm not going to do that on camera. Or mashed potatoes. I don't know. I know I got these pack of string beans in here. Me need for cookie string beans. And I'm going to eat it with the meat. But long story short, I just be sitting in here and I'm just thinking, like, it's still in here. Sometimes I get in my emotions and I say, Lord, I'm lonely. One thing I did realize, that was so gross. Ugh. I'm lonely some days, but I'm not alone. These hours, these witching hours, some might call it, these are actually times that I would usually get up and pray. But I know God might be calling to talk to me. Baby, I'm going to have to say a prayer while I'm eating. My stomach is touching my back. Now starve right now. God knows I'm hungry. And it's just the ability to wake up at any time of the day, any time of the night, come downstairs, move about in the kitchen, not have to worry about my AC running, not have to worry about my lights being on, not have to worry about if I want to eat 20 times a day. There's so much overflow. There's so much abundance that me living good, me living just, is showing appreciation. And me understanding that I am a human and that I fail and that I sin every day. But also knowing that I still have the chance and I'm still eligible for salvation by admitting my wrongs and my faults. Lord, I'm so sorry I acted out of character today. Lord, I'm so sorry I got so prideful. Lord, I'm so sorry I was arrogant. Remembering that I have that ability to truly, truly, truly come before God with my face and my body prostrate out onto Him. I probably used that word wrong, but basically kneeling in a position of just how one would kneel before a king, on my knees in prayer, I am so sorry, Lord. Please don't take your spirit from me. Please don't leave me. Everybody has left me. Everybody has betrayed me. But you, God, you love me. You take care of me. No, my mom, me and my mom would joke about it. You keep on talking about that little $1.75. Yes, I'm gonna keep talking about it. I have $1.75 to my name, to date currently, and I don't feel ashamed because I know I haven't needed money for a long time. I haven't needed money. I was in the facility, I was in the shelter for 90 days. And prior to the 90 days, I was with my child's father. And though things might not have worked out, he was giving me money. And prior to that, I was 6 months homeless in the car. And though me and him were on our non-speaking terms, speaking terms every now and then, he was also giving me money. So from January to June, from July to October, from October till now, I haven't needed any money. I haven't needed any money. If I need the money, it comes when I need it. But just to be sitting on a whole bunch of money in my account, everybody would love that. Would I love that right now? Yes. Everybody would love it. But I haven't needed it. What I need is lights. I need food. I need shelter. I need provision. Right? I need things that'll sustain me. Money's just a tool. And when the Lord wants me to have it, it comes. And I live a soft life. Very soft. Very easy. Taking care of my baby is not hard at all. Even if my my other children were here. Which I know in time this year, things have been on the back end, things have been said, and I'm joyful and I'm hopeful. And I just give that all to God. Because the thought and the possibility of it all makes my heart pump with gratefulness, because before that wasn't a thought and that wasn't a possibility. Him restoring me is all I need to focus on. Our relationship, restoring my relationship. I'm asking him to teach me how to forgive, because I thought I may have forgiven certain persons, certain aspects, certain situations in my life on a whole, and he's showing me you haven't. Not the way I have forgiven you, because how many times have I broke God's heart? How many times have I disobeyed God? How many times have I disappointed God and let him down? And he still forgave me in such a supernatural, righteous manner that I fall short of every single day, which is why I constantly need to be reminded. And that's exactly what my friend did. So shout out to you, ma'am, for reminding me to humble myself, and for reminding me that drama is so beneath you, Nikki. Keep that zest for Christ, not for the drama. And with that being said, I gotta get my food out of the microwave, y'all. It's gonna keep going off. And remember, I love you. God love you. You're important. You're special. You're priceless. Stay humble. That goes for Nikki and you. Stay grateful. God deserves all the praise, all the glory, all the honor. And until next video, later.